Hello, Taurus. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be your August monthly overview video. This is a general message, so whenever you find it, you know, there's probably something that's meant for you if you picked up and were drawn to watch this video, so keep that in mind. So this is going to be, like I said, a general reading for Tauruses, so thank you so much if you join me, or if you are a cross watcher, if you have Taurus in your chart somewhere. The way that I do these readings is I do 3 rows. We have your first row is how you're feeling and thinking throughout the month of August. And this is kind of your on the conscious level. And then the middle row is your subconscious, what you may or may not be aware that you're feeling or thinking. And then how those two tie together into the 3D. What are you manifesting into the 3D reality based on your conscious and subconscious thoughts and feelings? So I got 2 cards here that came out for you to start this reading off with, Taurus. So we have Baby and Monk or Nun, which are very interesting cards to have together. I may need to have some more, may actually need to get more cards to definitely see what that message is. But I have a feeling what I'm really picking up on, I'm picking up on this energy of, or feeling of being blessed. Like, I feel like you're blessed at this time, Taurus, through this month of August, that there's a blessing incoming for you. Because I almost see this as, funny enough, like baby Jesus in the manger, and this is like somebody praying for something. And I kind of just feel like, you know, with these hands around that baby, it's like, you know, kind of your guardians, your guardian angels, your spirits, your guides that are around you, that they're protecting you at this time. Or, you know, there may be something you prayed or wished for that might be starting to come to fruition, or that you're just being watched over at this time. They're surrounding you, trying to help you at this time, is what I'm picking up on. So we have the 5 of I think that's Pentacles. It looks like Pentacles to me. Yeah, that's 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles with the Moon and 8 of Wands. So, so this to me is saying that there was something that happened, and I think that you are really wanting, you're really considering or thinking about communication, or wanting, desiring communication from someone, or from someone. I'm going to say there's communication that you're desiring, because it's hidden under your moon that you're desiring this communication from someone, but it's not happening. And so there's this fear that you have around the fact that they're not reaching out, that they're not talking to you, they're not speaking to you, Taurus, and that's really bothering you, because it's making you a little fearful, feeling a little bit of insecurity, a little bit of abandonment. I'm trying to get emoji card here to go with this. So finally, so I get this. This is, to me, I'm really picking up a spying energy off of that card, that there may be something that, you know, you looked in, you know, you maybe saw, or that, you know, you researched on this person because you were wondering why you haven't got communication, or why they haven't been in communication. And so you kind of been spying on them, and you're wondering what they're up to, is what I'm really picking up on. You're really curious about what they're up to. So we're going to go ahead and start moving into your subconscious mind here. I have to make sure that there's going to be enough room on the table, or these get in the camera. So we have the square. Square, to me, this talks about stability. It's really like, also, I feel like off of this card that, you know, with these 2 circles here, how they're kind of conjoined and in union, is that you were wanting to come together with someone and have this stability with someone, or you thought there was going to be this stability that maybe didn't manifest in the way that you thought so. Because this is what you're desiring at your subconscious level in your soul. You're desiring this stability. You wanted something to come together to provide this stability. So we have the 3 of Cups there. So that's that union card again. It's coming together, you know, with someone. It can also talk about a third party, which, like I said, I think that there was something with the spying that you're trying to see if maybe they're with somebody else. Maybe there's that fear in your soul level, subconscious, that maybe they're with someone else, and that's why they haven't reached out. So there's that kind of a fear. And then we have the Three of Pentacles as well. So two threes coming out there in your subconscious level with the Devil. So that's really, you really are worried that they are with someone else, or they have moved on to someone else, that they've left you behind, which is, like I said, this communication is in your moon, under your moon. It's hit, you know, you're keeping that a secret that you really desire, or really longing to hear from this person. And so you've been kind of spying or keeping an eye on them, trying to wonder what they're up to, because you have in your subconscious or deep down, you know, you really are afraid that they've moved on to someone else. That's a real fear for you right now. So let's go ahead and see how this is manifesting into your reality, especially with all this fear that you have in your subconscious. I mean, this is because this is Devil energy that's coming through. So definitely some lower vibrational energy coming through because of this fear that you're having. So sad embrace. Well, that ties me back to the Five of Pentacles. Up there is feeling left out in the cold. Definitely very sad at this time. And I feel, because you, like I said, I feel like you have a fear that this person's moved on. That may not actually be the case, but you believe that they have, like, and because you believe it, you know, you're manifesting that it may be into reality, that may be the actual situation, when it may not actually be that. It's just your fears getting the best of you, and you're manifesting. You know, you got to be careful of what you're thinking and feeling in your thoughts, because that can come into, you can make that happen and come into reality based, you know, your fears can come to life, because the more you think about it and more you dwell on it, you can make something happen. So you have to be really careful with that kind of energy. And I think that's kind of what this is in the month of August, is kind of a cautionary tale of be careful of what you're thinking and what you're focusing on. You know, if you're focusing on the fear of the situation, if you're focusing on, you know, like having these fears of like that this person's moved on, that this isn't going to happen. And, I mean, it's fine to be wanting them, you know, desiring them to reach out, and contact you, but you need to be cautious, you know, like I said, with what is in your subconscious here, that, you know, there's this deep down rooted fear that, that you're not going to get what you want. And with that, you might actually manifest that into existence. So be very careful of that, of that kind of situation, especially when it's in your soul level like that. Because that tells me that this is an ongoing issue for you, possibly, Taurus, that you may have a limiting belief or something that that needs to be healed around possible rejection or abandonment issues, is really what's coming through with, especially with this sad embrace. And like I said, I felt that similar to that Five of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles can be the loss or feeling left out in the whole cold, rejected, abandoned kind of energy. And this talks about with these, you know, with these threes and the Devil coming out in your subconscious level, that it's, you know, this is a fear that you might be fearing rejection or fearing abandonment, maybe some codependency issues, which, you know, because you're feeling like this person has left you, and you're manifesting that fear into reality, because you weren't you're not thinking positively in a positive aspect as far as the relationship actually coming together in a positive way. So like I said, that's just a cautionary tale there. And so so what we have is the Queen of Cups, which is really interesting because this is the exact same position Queen of Cups came out for Aries just now. So that's very interesting. But then we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And this is, like I said, I think this is kind of, reflecting that, you want something a little more stable. You're not wanting, Knight of Wands is kind of can be an in and out, where someone it's kind of, can be a player card, and you're not want somebody to mess with you, which, I mean, that's got Taurus written all over it. So I'm not surprised that you want somebody that's going to stick around and be faithful and loyal to you, that's not going to be in that player kind of energy or be in and out. That's not surprising, because you feel like that's a burden. And maybe that's been part of the problem, is maybe this person's been a little bit in and out. And so there hasn't been the stability that you had desired. And that's why you're secretly longing for communication from this person, because you feel like the fact that they haven't reached out or haven't talked to you, they've moved on, and that's got you a little ruffled right now, kind of really sad and depressed, because you have a lot of love for this person. With this Queen of Cups, I'm really feeling like you have a lot of love for this person. You cared for them deeply, even though this dynamic, this relationship was a burden. And I think it was a burden because the person was in and out, and you're really trying to manifest something more stable in this dynamic. But I don't feel that that's going to happen because of where you are here in your subconscious. So you have to be, like I said, be a little bit careful with that. If you want a positive dynamic to happen, if you really, you may need to be the one, Taurus, to open up lines of communication with this person, to start the dialogue, to see, instead of spying and watching them, actually reach out and see reality, what's going on, if that's something you do desire. But if this has been too much of a burden, even though you care for them, it might be time to move on. That's for you, that's for you to figure out. Only you can decide, what's best for you. But there's definitely indicating to me that there's something that needs to be healed for you, Taurus, that has not been healed around either rejection or abandonment issues. So that's something to definitely be aware of. So let's see. So this looks like it might be a trying month for you, Taurus. August might be a little bit trying, a little bit challenging for you, because I think there may be some healing that needs to occur. It's definitely going to have you up in your head, I feel like, a little bit. I'm not going to say up in your head. I think in your feels is what I think. You're going to be a little bit in your feels, especially with this sad embrace, because I think you're really desiring and feeling left out, like feeling sad, left out. And so you're not kind of in an energy to just go out and have a good time. I'm picking up that this may cause some action in you, because I think that you're going to have to, with this Ten of Wands coming out and it being such a burden, I think maybe it might end up triggering you into healing this aspect. I think that's what the universe is hoping, that you're going to there's the card of healing coming right out with the final cards from the universe. Yeah, there's some healing that needs to take place. There's been some conflict in this, and I think part of it has been on your end. I think it's both ways. I think it's been both ways. I think this has been a hard thing for both people. There's definitely this little bit of conflict coming out, and I don't know where that conflict's coming from. You'll have to discern, what kind of conflict has happened in this situation, because everybody's going to be a little bit different. But there's that. I was not surprised of the healing card coming out here, because this justice to me is you needing to be just and fair to yourself, Taurus. And I see that the universe, I think, is just trying to tell you what I was kind of already telling you, is there's something in here that needs to be healed, and I think that it's time to do that. I think it's time. The universe has this separation period has occurred to trigger this in you that needs to be healed, for you to look at it and examine it. And so that's what the universe is really wanting you to do, is to take August and take the time to heal this aspect for yourself. So I hope that that's what you do indeed do. Now I'm going to go ahead. I didn't do this for Aries, and I meant to, but I got this new Oracle deck, The Secret Language of Light, and I really like these cards, and I feel like I wanted to pull these. Like I said, I didn't do it for Aries, but I'm going to try and do this for the rest of the signs. So let's see what we have for you. And I'm going to read the message for this card, whatever card comes out for you, Taurus. One card. Okay, that one. Okay, so you have creative space, which is number 38, creative space. Create a space for new desires by learning how to be happy now. That doesn't surprise me, because here you are in the sad embrace, and it's saying, you know, to create time to be happy now. You know, learn how to be happy with yourself. I think this is taking time for yourself to heal from this. We all want certain things in our lives to change, and it is up to each of us to do something about it. If you apply action from a position of truly wanting change, you will create evidence of that desire as manifestation of change. This is all of what I've already been talking about. What a tie-in. Once you notice something you'd like to change, take a breath and say thank you. Recognizing what you want to change brings you more clarity on what you would like to change it to. Your job is to create the space for your dreams and desires to be filled. Do this and you will begin to receive direction and wisdom. Create the space by coming into balance, meditating, focusing on the moment, and thinking of a person, place, or situation that makes you smile. That's why I talked about that you need to think positively about the situation and not negatively. This card is just reinforcing a lot of what I've already said to you. So beautiful, beautiful message. If you did resonate with this message, Taurus, I would love for you to hit that like button and let me know. That lets me know this message did resonate with you. Feel free to also leave any comments down below that you would like to leave, and I would love to have you join me and subscribe to my channel. I do a few different readings each and every week. I do these once a month, and then I do a few different readings each and every week. So I would love to have you join me and be part of my tribe. So thank you so much, Taurus. I wish you the very best this month of August, and I hope all your wishes come true. I wish you the best. Once again, joy, love, and light. Thank you.